So I'm looking forward to exercise, but eating healthy, listen, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. We're gonna do my hair together. We're gonna talk about this postpartum journey, and hey, chat with me in the comments. Let me know where you're at, what your ideas are, what you think of what I have to say. So I'm about 7 weeks postpartum. It's been 7 weeks this week since I had my daughter, and I am ready to start making those steps to kind of really attack this postpartum journey. Postpartum isn't just 6 weeks. It can last a year, 2 years. It is really a journey, and I want to do it different this time. The second time around in this space, I learned a lot the first time. I wrote a whole blog post about it. I will definitely link it below if you want to check it out. But it took me over a year, or no, nearly a year to get to that place, and it took a lot of reflection. It happened during COVID, so it was definitely, as you all know, different times, but there's a lot of things I can take from that, and I'm going to use what I learned and attack this soon. That way I can, step up, make mistakes, adjust, do better, and I'm just hoping to come out of this, and not just come out of this, I want day by day to be 1% better. 0.5% better. That's all I'm really looking for. Like, I want slow, sustainable progress to get to the best KC I've ever been. So I'm gonna start small. So we're gonna do weekly check-ins. I'm gonna set my intentions, set my goals for the week. And these are gonna be small goals. Listen, I've got a newborn, so I don't want to overwhelm myself with lose 10 pounds, work out 8 times a week for an hour and a half. No, I'm not doing that. Now, will I get there? Goodness, I hope so. But we're gonna start small, and I'm gonna have different categories. So we're gonna talk about this. If you're on this journey with me, come on, sit down. I hope this inspires you, and let me know what kind of changes you want to make, what kind of things you want to incorporate in your week to help you get better, help you make the best of this postpartum space. So I'm gonna start with my hair. I finally washed it. I'll say it's been about 7 weeks since I had washed it. I washed it yesterday, and if you follow me on Instagram, I was talking about, how come there isn't like a 4B, 4C hair version of the mom bun. Like, the girls with the straight hair, they can just whip their hair in a bun, and they say it's messy, but it looks so cute. I want something like that. So I tried, but then I realized the back of my hair is shorter than the front. So I don't want to really damage my hair trying to, force it into a bun. Although I like this top piece, we could fix the front, but no, it's not gonna work. But I could make it lower, but then it's not as cute. So really what got me started to say, hey Casey, it's time to start working towards, really attacking this postpartum journey in a intentional way was my last postpartum visit. So if you watch my birth story, you know that I am currently taking blood pressure medication. I was diagnosed with severe postpartum preeclampsia that I was hospitalized for. And because of that, I am having to manage my blood pressure with medication. And I'm not a fan of meds. I don't like it. I'm one of those people who, I don't like taking medicine unless I absolutely have to. This one was a absolutely have to. I asked my doctor on my last visit, hey, how long will I be on this medicine? She's like, well, you can diet and exercise. Diet and exercise. And I hate when that's the answer to things, because listen here, I don't mind the exercise. I actually am looking forward to when I'm fully clear to having movement back in my life, because it's been so restricted for about a year. Being pregnant, there's only so much you can do physically, with the big belly in the way. So I'm looking forward to exercise, but eating healthy, listen, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I would rather eat junk, drink lemonade. I don't want to eat healthy, but I don't want to be on medicine. I don't want to have high blood pressure as my, part of my story, part of my life. So I need to make these changes, and I don't want to really focus on what I can't do. That makes this journey so depressing. I want to focus on what I can do, making this an enjoyable as possible journey. I want to be in the best health for my daughter, for my son, because my son is super active and I want to keep up with him. And my daughter, although small, she requires a lot. I want to be able to get down on the floor with her and play and, not be winded. So let's just go for it. Let's just do this, Casey. You know what you have to do. And it's really not about losing weight. It's about feeling like the best me. Started with small things. Today I put on my contacts. I know you think that's so silly, but I will tell you, I feel a little bit more like myself when I have my contacts in. Something about wearing glasses just puts me in a very like a downcast mood. I mean, they're fine. My eyes get a break. It's necessary, but there's something about glasses that just puts me in like a depressive kind of state. I will say depressive. It's hard. I'm not as vibrant. I'm not as happy. I'm not as bubbly. I don't show up like the real Casey when I wear my glasses. Glasses are for being in bed, under the covers, staying at home, not showering, feeling down about yourself. So I decided I'm going to start, small things, putting my contacts in every day, just so I can show up a little bit more like myself. So I did that. See, small changes. We're not overwhelming. I don't want to overwhelm myself. We're going to go small. It's not about going back to who I was. I'm a whole new person now. I've never been a wife and a mom of two, but I have an idea of what that could look like for me, and I want to work towards that person. That person is not sad, it's not insecure. This Casey is bubbly, confident, fun. She feels good about herself, and that is what I'm working towards. And it's a slow process, but I know that I will get there because that's who I want to be. So if any of this makes sense to you or sounds like something like in a space that you're in, let's do this together. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be regularly and weekly checking in, letting you know how it's going for me. I definitely want to hear how it's going for you. How is your postpartum journey going? What's working for you? What's not working for you? Let's talk about it. So it doesn't have to take us a year, 2 years, however long. We can get started and we can make changes towards being 0.5%, 1% better every day. I can very easily set these really lofty goals, and they all sound good, and I will totally meet them, but it's not sustainable. One wrench in the plan, and I'm back to square one. But I really want this to be meaningful, sustainable progress. So I'm going to intentionally start small, and I want to hit some certain categories. So I want to focus on my physical health, of course. I talked about being on blood pressure medicine. I want to get off eventually. Mental health, spiritual health, definitely the most important. And I want to intentionally add joy into my life. I think joy sometimes is an intentional act. You have to work towards it. It doesn't just happen. And I don't want to forget that in all these things I'm doing. I don't want to forget to make sure there's some joy that I add in every day. So the first category, let's start off with the worst one, the one that I wish I didn't have to deal with, but we all have to deal with it, right? And that's physical health. So instead of what I would normally do, which is cut down to like 1,200 calories a day, no, I'm going to focus on what I can add in. And I am going to this week make sure that I incorporate vegetables in at least 2 meals a day. So that may be breakfast and lunch, that may be lunch and dinner. I'm not going to focus on what I can't have. I'm just going to make sure I add in some nutrition. So that's doable, right? I mean, for me, it's definitely gonna have to be intentional, because even if I decide to do DoorDash, I need to make sure I get a salad or something, some kind of veggie. And I think that is just a way I can fill my body with nutritious foods without overwhelming myself with feeling I have to go vegan this week right away. So mental health. And I think I talked about this earlier. I'm going to put my contacts in every day. Even if I'm not going anywhere, even if the only time I leave is to drop my son off, even if it's a weekend and I'm just sitting at home, I'm going to put my contacts in. And I think just mentally, that puts me in a more productive, more lively space. I feel more like myself. Spiritual health. Now, I do a daily devotion on the Bible app. If you're not familiar, it is probably like the only Bible app. It's the Bible app on wherever you get your apps. So I do my daily devotion, but I can definitely be more intentional about connecting, letting God just kind of pour into me the day and just releasing worries, stresses. So how can I do that? Now, every day, twice a day, I have to check my blood pressure. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm checking my blood pressure, while the cuff is inflating, letting me know whether I have to take my medicine for the day, I am going to pray. And likely it may be a small thing like, Lord, thank you for just being out of the hospital, thanking him for just kind of taking me through this far. I did not detangle this part. I'm going to use those times to connect. Maybe even have to ask for some guidance. Allow him to just pour wisdom on me, to help me reflect on what he's done so far. So that's what I'm gonna do twice a day. That's gonna be kind of my check-in with the Lord, check-in with God. Even though, I hate taking my blood pressure medicine, it's a blessing to have to just do that, because a lot of women who have been in this space have died. So although I hate it, it is a blessing, because there's some families who wish that their daughter, wife, sister had a blood pressure to check. So that is not lost on me, and I don't want to be so focused on the negative that I'm not seeing all the blessings that I have. If you see me looking on the side, my daughter is like 2 seconds from waking up. So I am trying to get this done, at least get my hair braided. So the last one, yes, the last one. So intentional joy. How can I infuse joy into my life? Like I said, joy is an intentional act sometimes. We have to connect with it intentionally. And so I am going to start putting makeup on. I need to really come up with a new signature look. How does a mom who barely gets any sleep, who doesn't really go out much in the day, what does her look like? A mom of two. What does a mom of two, a busy mom of two, signature look looks like? So I want to start planning some looks for my signature look. I want to put some holiday looks together. Thanksgiving is coming up, and you better believe I want my face to look right. So we're going to plan those looks, and that's exciting for me. That's fun. So that's what I'm going to do to infuse joy into my life at this time. And that's it. That's it for this week. I have my intentions. I have things that I'm going to be working on, and we'll meet back again next week, and we'll talk about, hey, did it work? How did it go? And maybe set some new intentions and how I can tweak them for the week moving forward. But I'm gonna finish my hair. I'm gonna check back in, let you know how it turned out, so you'll see how it goes. This quick style, it's pretty quick. I'm moving pretty quickly, but yeah, this is going to be a journey. I hope that you're in on it for the long run with me. And to do that, you have to subscribe. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, because this is something we're going to be doing together. We are going to really beast this postpartum journey together. And I want you to do this with me. I want to encourage you. I need some encouragement as well. So let's do this together. Okay, so it's the next day. I let my twist set. Let's see how this turns out. No, I'm not liking the top so far. My hair is just not long enough to go in a top knot. So I think we're gonna be keeping a headband, but let's take out these twists. See if we can salvage this. Listen, it's okay. I have not done my hair in about 6 or 7 weeks. Well, actually longer than that, because the last month or so when I was pregnant, I had it in a protective style. And I am looking for something that I can just whip my hair into and leave it and be cute. I don't think this is gonna be it, but hey, we're doing something here. We're working on it. Let's take out these twists, see if there's anything salvageable about this style. I'm not hopeful. I am not sure. But this has been fun. I mean, yes, it's work, but doing something for me, even if it doesn't come out exactly as I would have liked, it's nice. This has nothing to do with my daughter, nothing to do with anybody else. Just doing a little something for myself. Already a good start for this postpartum journey. So I think I'm on the right track. I'm not saying everything is gonna be perfect. Just like this hairstyle, I don't think it's gonna be perfect, but we're gonna learn a lot along the way. And I think overall, I'll be all right. Okay. Yeah, my hair is too short. For my pick, I don't know nothing else. Maybe I can try and make it a little tighter. Not bad. Okay, I take that what I said. My bun top knot just needs to come up a little bit more. Not bad. Let's take it one step further. Just a little bit on the brow. I need to get another one of these. Kaale lip treatment oil, amazing. All right. I feel good. Not perfect, but I feel good. So let me know, what are you doing to pour into yourself? What are some changes that you're gonna make to really just get yourself kick-started on your postpartum journey or your back to you journey? Let's do this together. Thank you for joining me, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. See you next time.